Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Effective Living Broadcast TV Morning Conversations. Welcome. I am your guest host. I am Billy Johnson. I am on the team, on the Effective Living team, working directly with Coach Ricardo Miller. And I am thrilled to have joining us this morning, Miss Beaux McDuffie. She is here. We are going to talk all about our Effective Living Fitness Bootcamp happening tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day. You've been hearing about it. We've been talking about it, and it's finally here. Tomorrow, 8 a.m. The Great Trinity Forest Gateway Park is the place where we will be. We will be there gathered together as a community, like-minded people. We are ready to take care of our bodies and learn more about our health and fitness. So before we get this conversation started, I would like to have Miss Beaux introduce herself. Welcome, Miss Beaux. Please share with us about yourself.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It's so good to see you, Billy. My name is Beaux. I'm a fitness trainer. I've been doing this for 21 years, and this is my passion. This is my ministry. This is my life. I'm a single mom. I'm a homeschool mom. So I'm running a business and homeschooling a freshman. So I'm busy, but I love it. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
great to hear here at Effective Living, to share with you and to share with others who are watching maybe for the first time, or maybe it's been a little bit. But here at Effective Living, we help people take control of their lives. Effective Living is a life management agency. We're here to help you manage all facets of your life. So Coach Ricardo teaches that effective living is a balance of faith, family, fitness, finances, and fun. So every month we've been having meetups and we've been doing various things. A lot of them have been fitness activities, but we also recently had a master class because we are all about helping you take control of your life. So why a fitness boot camp? Why are we doing this tomorrow? Tomorrow is the day. If you hadn't heard me mention it, tomorrow is the day. So we are doing that because your body is the vehicle that God uses to fulfill your assignment. If your body is not well, if you have not taken this necessary steps to have good health, you're going to be limited in what it is that you can do and how it is that you can move and function in life, and how your potential is going to be limited. So Ms. Beaux, let me ask you, what motivates your fitness lifestyle? You shared that you've been a part of fitness, leading fitness for 21 years, but what motivates you, your personal lifestyle?
That's a good question. And I kind of want to piggyback on what you said, effective living. That's what my business is, faith and fitness. It is about the complete self. It's a triangle of self. Everything is connected. Everything. I don't like to say balance because sometimes when we try to balance stuff, we're like this. But I like to say living in harmony because, if you have a soprano, an alto, or tenor, their parts separately sounds kind of weird, but when you put it together, it's like beautiful. And so I just started trying to create harmony in my life with different areas. So if that's like prayer, meditation, working out, eating right, spending time with my family, my son, that's what motivates my lifestyle. I always tell new moms, especially new mothers have this really, really bad that we feel guilty for spending time with ourselves, spending time, on ourselves. And I'm like, no, it's okay to take an hour away from your family to work out. Seriously, you're better for your family when you are in a clear space. Absolutely. You're a better mom, you're a better wife, employee. So it all works together just for health reasons too. I want to stay healthy and be here as long as I possibly can for my son. So that's what influences me and my fitness, that keeps me motivated and going.
So we're talking about that, and you mentioned moms, needing to take time for themselves, and absolutely
Mhm.
self care is a thing, and I want to talk about that a little bit more, a little
Mhm.
bit later.
Okay.
But how? What does when we're saying fitness, we're using this term a lot throughout
Mhm.
this morning, and even as we prepare for the boot camp. But for you, what does fitness mean to you? What all does that encompass?
Fitness to me is mental fitness, being mentally clear, spiritually
Hmm.
fitness. Actually, sorry, spiritual fitness is inner peace. That's
Okay.
what spiritual fitness is.
Hmm.
And so you have physical fitness. So
Hmm.
those are the parts. There are more of the triangle, but those are the three major parts of the
Hmm.
triangle itself. So being fit is just being in a good space. A lot of people won't be a size zero. I don't even want to be a size zero, you know.
Right,
But
right.
I have a lot of clients who are thick. They're still over 200 pounds,
Uh-huh.
but they're not on medication anymore.
Mhm,
Their lab results are great. So fitness doesn't necessarily mean you're skinny,
mhm,
but you're healthy.
mm,
And so that's what I don't train for skinniness. I train for
mhm,
healthiness. And
mhm,
that's a difference. That's a big difference. And I feel like the fitness community, it probably won't happen, but should shift to that concept of trying
mhm.
to do this fake they give this picture perfect person the way you should look, and that's not the reality of
All
it.
the muscles.
Yeah, I mean, some people want muscle, some people no. I've had a client, seriously, she would not train over 5 pounds. She's like, I don't want to get bulk. I'm like, girl, if I can get you bulk with 5 pounds, I'm good. You can
Yeah.
get bulk with 5 pounds. But finally, I realized that she was better in Pilates and body strength. So we trained her
Mhm,
that way. And by
mhm.
the end of our session, she was like, I want to go to 10 pounds. I'm like, what?
Wow! High
I'm like,
five.
okay. But it's all in the mind. And I think people have fitness, a conception of fitness because of what the media and even in school, what they've taught us.
Mhm,
And that's not really what it is. It's just
mhm.
being healthy. Just be healthy. Live
Right,
life, be
right.
healthy, have fun.
Right, right. And I'm glad you brought that up, because for our fitness boot camp tomorrow, while it has the term boot camp, it's not
Mhm,
going to be very vigorous. But I think an important key component of our activities tomorrow is that we are going to have fitness activities as
mhm,
well as mini fitness workshops. So we're
mhm,
going to have a nutrition workshop. We're going to have a workshop about how to incorporate fitness every
mhm,
day. So
mhm.
maybe you don't have time to go to the gym and put in
Right.
30 minutes or an hour. What are things that you can do every day to move your body? So we'll have a
Mhm,
workshop about that. And another workshop that I think is really important, we're going to have a workshop about knowing your numbers. You mentioned
mm,
about health and being healthy. What are the numbers that we need to look at? What are some key indicators that say thumbs up, you're in a good spot, you're in a good place,
mhm,
or there you need to do some things that need to be addressed? What
mhm.
are the numbers that you need to look at? And just as a hint, it's more than the number on the scale.
Yes.
So,
Yes. That
yes,
devil.
yes, yes,
That's what I
yes.
call the devil.
Yes. So, in addition to the fitness activities and the mini workshops, we're also going to have some fun, because, again, effective living is about faith, family, fitness, finances, and fun. And our fun
Mhm,
is going to come in the form of line dancing. And if you have hung around this platform for any amount of time, you've heard Coach Ricardo mention that he is trying to learn the dances. And I am a former dance teacher, but I will not be
Oh.
doing any of the line dances. I mean, I will not be leading the line dances tomorrow. But as a former dance teacher, I can tell you, dance is just about movement.
Mhm,
You can do a
mhm,
step, side to side,
mhm, mhm.
and you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine.
Mhm,
So I appreciate that. Now, when you talk about moms and how we have so much on our plates, and we are
Mhm.
trying to take care of our families, and most of us have a career, and then we also
Mhm.
have to take care of ourselves, and we may
Mhm.
be in our various churches, or serving within our community. Moms sign up to do the PTA, um,
Mhm.
all of these things. How can moms, how do you manage your life incorporating all of these different components, especially because
Mhm.
you're a homeschool mom, so yours is
Yes.
an extra level there. So how
Mhm.
do you incorporate taking care of all of these things without
Mhm.
losing yourself?
That's a good question. That is a really great question, actually. Ever since my son was little, I would always tell him, okay, I need a mommy moment. I need a mommy moment when I start getting overwhelmed. And
Uh-huh.
I was just like, okay. And so even now he'll be like, do you need your moment? I'm like, I need my moment. But I mean, there are many times I'll be like, hey, I'm going to the lake. He
Uh-huh.
already knows that's my thinking spot. So
Uh-huh.
sometimes, I mean, and he's 15, so he can stay home by himself, or
Mhm.
sometimes even now I've created a culture with him. Like we have a very open relationship. We talk about everything. So when he's frustrated with me, and parents, it's okay for your kids to be frustrated with you in a
Mhm.
respectful way. And he'll
Mhm.
be like, Mom, I'm just frustrated. Can we go to the lake and walk and talk? Sure. So we would go to the park or lake and we would walk and we would talk. And when we're finished, we're better.
Mhm.
And so I'm even creating those cultures and those habits within him
Mhm.
of how to remove yourself from situations, how to stay healthy mentally. A
Mhm.
lot of times I have like a gym in my garage, and he'll say, hey, I'm gonna work out with you today. All right, come work out with me.
Oh.
I have two
Mhm.
punching bags. Hey, if we're
Uh-huh.
mad, we're punching on the bags. I'm an
Mhm.
ex-fighter.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I do. Sometimes after he's finished everything, I'm working out till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So
Mhm.
that's my time. Maybe
Mhm.
other mom's times is getting up before the kids get up.
Mhm.
Maybe it's taking a walk on your lunch break at work, walking up and down the stairs on your
Mhm.
break. Like you can incorporate little moments throughout your day, but
Mhm.
almost all the time going outside and just breathing and taking a deep breath, for me, that helps. You're just
Mhm.
like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
But yes, it gets very stressful at
Mhm.
times, and I just breathe through my moments. And that's why I tell my clients, just breathe through your moments, sit in it, breathe through it, and keep going. So
Right.
those are the tools that what I do. That's what I do.
Right. I think, I know I have found that movement, exercise,
Mhm.
and even eating right helps to
Mhm.
manage the stress.
Mhm.
It helps to give you a clarity of thought. Um,
Mhm.
I love cake. As a matter of fact, I'm a baker, and at one
Oh.
point, when I was younger, like in my 20s, I was a proponent of cake should be its own food group because there's so many different varieties of good cake. There's good,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
there's, my personal favorite is Italian cream cheesecake. I love
Yes,
Italian cream
girl.
cheesecake.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
and then there's red velvet cake. That's a good cake,
Mhm.
and there's all these good cakes, and actually recently become a fan of salted caramel cake.
Mm.
So good.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yes, but but I also know that all of that has to be managed, especially as
Mhm.
I'm getting older. I'm in my mid
Yes.
40s now, and I can't throw back all of this junk food and
Mhm.
function well. It affects
Mhm.
my sleep.
Yes.
And even from, I have a few dietary challenges as well. And you can't just eat whatever you want to eat.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I have found, and even drinking water,
Mhm.
because sometimes you're not really hungry, you're thirsty.
Right.
You're
Exactly. Exactly. Uh-huh.
Yes,
Exactly.
I appreciate those, taking a mom moment,
Mhm.
that those moments, and just
Yeah.
breathe, just take a moment to breathe.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
again, for those of you who are joining us online, whether you're on YouTube or on Facebook or on Twitter, welcome. Hello to you. I am here with our guest, Beaux McDuffie. Beaux will be a guest fitness instructor tomorrow at our Effective Living Fitness Bootcamp. It is tomorrow. You've been seeing the flyers, you've been seeing the post all on social media. It's happening tomorrow, 8 a.m. We will be at Great Trinity Forest Gateway Park. And our boot camp is going to not only incorporate fitness activities, but also workshops, line dancing, and our community. Come join our community. Our community is great. I am biased, but our community is best on the planet. We're from all different walks of life, but we're all like-minded in the fact that we want to live our best lives. We want to live life effectively. In what living life effectively looks like to me may be different from Beaux, but there's a path, there's a journey that's going to get us to our individual destinations. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to come together for our own individuality, but we're on the journey, and the journey is better with friends. So if you need to register for the event, you can visit www.ricardomiller.com. When you're on the website, click on the events tab and you will see Fitness Bootcamp, and you can get all the information there. So, Ms. Beaux, you are leading 2 of our fitness activities. Talk to us a little bit about what we're going to be doing. How do we need to prepare?
If you come, it will be great if you can bring a mat.
Okay.
And I have like all these they're really great ideas. I shouldn't say crazy. My clients know me. So people that don't know me, I don't want to scare you. But I have a thing where I say, you're going to work out at your level. So if you're at a beginning level and you're doing half jacks, guess what? I'm going to push you on your half jacks. You know, I'm not that trainer that's going to try to make you do what everyone else do. That's not effective in my training. But we're just going to do different movements, body movements. We're going to do some cardio in there, body strength. It's going to be fun. It's going to be challenging. I will not ever lie to anyone, but I set my workouts out to, at the end, you raise your hands like a champion. Like, I did this. I made it. And I would never set anyone up for failure. I mean, like I said, I've been doing this for 21 years, so I can tell my audience, I can tell everyone there, and I can tell like where they are mentally. I guess it's a gift. I really can tell it. And I push you to your level, but I won't push you to where you break. I'm so sorry. They were cutting in our yard. I know you can hear that. But so we're just going to do a lot of cardio. We're going to do some strength training and have fun.
Okay, great. And speaking of fun, talk to us about the importance of fun when it comes to your fitness activities.
It is great to have fun. When I have my clients, I give them homework. And so part of their homework is a fun day. So if you have fun swimming, if you have fun roller skating, playing volleyball, taking hikes, do something that's fun for you. For me, the gym is fun. But a lot of people are like, that's not fun. So, or like you were saying, dancing, you like to dance. You were exactly spot on. Just, you know, I have my set list when I train virtually now, and there'll be songs that come on and I'm like, come on, pump it out. And I look at the screen and my clients are doing, I'm like, all right, well, let's dance then, you know, let's dance, whatever. Like, I'm gonna go with the flow with it. So having fun in the middle of it, dancing, you know, gardening, you know, a lot of people, you can burn calories gardening, you know, so taking your kids to the park if they're little and just pushing them on the swing. I actually have a park workout where I have them partner up and push each other, and we play, but it's actually working out. So fitness is fun. And I think this is what I think. I really feel like old school, when they used to punish kids in school with fitness, like you're gonna hold your wall squat, or I want you to hold do push-ups for punishment. I feel like that's made a negative put a negative thought in people's mind about fitness. They're like, it's going to be hard. It's punishment. A lot of people see fitness as punishment. And one of the reasons I think it stemmed from earlier on in childhood. If you're in our age range, you know, that's what they used to do. I'm in my 40s. Yeah. And they used to make us like, I never got in trouble, but make kids like do wall squats and do push-ups. And when my son started getting older, he got in trouble and I made him do a wall squat. I'm like, you don't hold a wall squat. And I just stopped. I'm like, no, I don't want him to associate fitness with punishment. Right. I was like, I'm never doing that again. Right. Now he will be with me tomorrow. He loves working out. And I'm so happy that clicked for me because I would never want him to associate fitness with punishment. And so it's like a retraining of the mind, especially with the older generation, you know, when you're like, okay, let's go work out. They're like, you're like, no, it's fun. We're going to have fun. So I think you can just incorporate what you like to do inside of your week when you work out. Go dancing, go walking, garden, whatever, swim. Keep it fun.
Yes. And, you know, I think it's a mindset, you know, as you talked about how some people associate fitness with punishment and you hear the comment, I have to go work out. But I think that you change that to, I get to go work out. That changes everything, because there are some people who unfortunately can't move. You know, they've got back problems, they've got, you know, ankle problems, or you know, whatever ailment that they might have, they can't do all of these things. And so you have the opportunity, you get to go work out. You get to go take this moment to go and move your body, whether you go for a walk or you rope or you go to the park or whatever, you get to do that. I know I have completed 5 half marathons. And so for me, I used to not run. I was like, I'm not running because that was not enjoyable for me. But I think it was in my early 30s. I saw the turkey trot. I believe it was the turkey trot on TV. And I said, oh, that looks like fun. Because just the crowd and the community, it looked like fun. And so the next year, I decided that I was going to train for the turkey trot. And I had an 8-week training program. I got to week 6. And then I said, I'm not going to do it. I'm not because I didn't want to be the last person to finish. And that was my greatest concern, was I was going to be the last person across the finish line because I didn't grow up running. I was a cheerleader. I did the drill team for a little bit. I did all of those things, but I was not an athlete. I mean, those were athletic activities, but I was not running. And so my friends and families talked about me so bad, getting that close and then backing out. And then so that next February I did Cowtown, but I just did the 5K. And I was so proud of myself. And I saw all of the people when they finished. There were people that were walking around with medals. And I felt like my little 5K, I did a lot. I was like, where's my medal? And then I learned that to get a medal, you had to do at least a half marathon. I said, oh, that's a bet. That's a bet. Because if I was going to put in that level of work, I want my blingage. And so I ran for blingage. And you know, even with my running with the half marathon, I never ran the entire 13.1 miles. I didn't, you know, I took lots of walk breaks. I did what I could do for me. And one of the things that I discovered was I was so concerned about being the last person to finish. You're not going to be the last person to finish. I don't know why, but you just won't be. You just won't be the last person to finish. But I discovered to do what I could do and to make
Exactly.
it fun. For
Mhm.
me, I learned to enjoy running at that time because I had my music playlist, and it was
Mhm.
an opportunity for me to zone out, and it
Mhm.
was great. Now, fast forward, I don't want to be running anymore. I don't want to do
I
that.
feel you, girl, though. I feel you.
I-
Everybody think trainers like to run. I don't like running either.
right,
Let's put
right.
that
No,
out there.
no.
I don't like running either.
Right. So fast forward, my interest and desires have changed.
Mhm.
I no longer find running all that enjoyable. It's just not. It was great back then, but
Mhm.
now it's not. And so but I'm great with a walk. I'm really good for a really good walk, like taking a hike or going through some kind of
Mhm.
nature trail or something.
Mhm.
Really good with that, real good with jump rope. Those things are
Mhm.
fun for
Yeah.
me. And I
Mhm.
think it's important that people know it's okay if you
Yes.
change.
Mhm. Yes. Yes. Yes.
It's
Yes.
important. It's important to know and see you can change, and what used to be enjoyable back then,
Mhm.
things can change, and you do
Mhm.
something different, and that's okay. But just as long as you are enjoying yourself
Yes.
and having fun, because if you're not having
Mhm.
fun, you're not going to want to do it, and
Exactly.
you're gonna be like,
Mhm. Like, yeah, I gotta get up and do this.
right, right,
Uh-huh.
right,
You are
right.
so right about that. I love that because I think um, what you said was so important. I give my clients challenges
Mm-hmm,
because sometimes, and this is something good for anybody that's out there, a lot of times you feel like you're just working out with no end. Like,
mm-hmm,
yes, people want to lose weight. Yes, they want to look good in their dress. But sometimes that's not an ongoing or concrete motivation for some people to keep going. So I
mm-hmm,
give fitness challenges. I'm like, hey, at the end of the month, we're going to go to White Rock Lake and we're going to run on Flagpole Hill. This
mm-hmm,
is what we're training for all month.
mm-hmm,
And I would train my clients that hard to be able to make it and go up and down Flagpole Hill. Or our
mm-hmm,
challenge this month, we're doing stairs.
mm-hmm.
If people with bad knees will think of something else, I'm so sorry, y'all. But so I think if you give yourself fitness challenges, like, okay, you know what? I've never been able to jump rope. By the end of the month, I'm a jump rope. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
jump rope for 1 minute. And
Mm-hmm.
if you have a goal like that you're working toward, it makes it fun. It makes,
Yes.
because even me, I'm like, okay, like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. And so my new goal is to retrain myself like I'm getting ready to fight.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going back into fight camp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for myself. And when I was an amateur kickboxer, that was one of the best times because I was so in a zone. It's like such a, like probably the way you were when you were training for your run. You get in like this zone to where you're
Yes.
like
Yes.
super focused. And so I talked to some of my old sparring partners, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what we're gonna do. I'm like, I want to have a 3 minute round
Mm-hmm.
in 3 months of sparring.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what my new goal is. And I'm starting my training like I'm getting ready to have a fight. It's just gonna be like sparring because I am 43 and I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to get punched that hard anymore. So the last time I sparred, I was at an MMA gym. The last time I sparred, I got hit in the head and I felt my brain move. I took off my gloves. I'm
Oh
like, oh,
wow. Oh
I'm
my
done.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
I said, I'm a whole mama now. I'm somebody's
Right.
mama. I can't have my brain
Right.
moving in my head.
Wow. Wow.
And I still train, but
Uh-huh.
I was like, girl, you are too old to be getting hit like this.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I still want to, I talked to my training partners, my old partners, and that's what we're going to do. And I'm excited again because
Mm-hmm.
it will get kind of like, okay, I get like that. So
Mm-hmm.
if you feel like some days, like you're like, I don't want to do this, it is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Even trainers get like that. Some days we don't want to train. Like I tell my clients that all the time. Sometimes trainers want trainers, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we don't want to work out. We have to mentally motivate ourselves like we motivate you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're not magical people. I'm sorry, other trainers. I told our secret. We're not magical people. We go through the same thing everyone else does, and we have to
Mm-hmm.
keep challenging ourselves and giving ourselves things that we give you guys.
Right. And
Mm-hmm.
I like that you shared that you give your clients challenges,
Mm-hmm.
because it's important to start where you are.
Mm-hmm.
When I was training, when I was running, the first time I went out to do my first training run, I think I could jog maybe 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But it got better. It got better,
Mm-hmm.
got better, and it got better. And
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
had one time, I did my best 5K time was the 5K I did in the December,
Mm-hmm.
and I did 3.1 miles in 31 minutes. I was like, oh my gosh, I
What?
did 2 minutes a mile. Oh my
Girl,
gosh,
high
oh my
five
gosh.
on that. That is great. That is really good.
I was so excited. I was so excited. But that took time and
Mm-hmm.
consistency.
Mm.
Time and consistency.
Yes.
And again, I started where I was. I could
Mm-hmm.
not, man, look,
Mm-hmm.
I was running and it was taking me 20 minutes to do a mile. And I remember at the time my son was younger, and he would come alongside me and would
Mm-hmm.
walk as I'm attempting to jog.
And you're just like, yeah.
but but it's so important that we take baby steps,
Mm-hmm.
so that you are not defeated. Because
Right.
if you go out there and you try to do this big feat without being
Yes.
properly trained and
Mm-hmm.
without the practice and without the consistency, you can feel defeated, and then
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to play anymore.
Right. Exactly. And I'm happy you said that because I hate always saying my clients, but I'm a trainer. We're talking about fitness.
Mhm.
But I preach this so much. I'm like, celebrate your small victories.
Yes.
Celebrate. So if you just started working out and you're like, I walked up the stairs without huffing and puffing, that's a
Mhm.
victory.
Mhm.
If you're like, I drink a whole thing of water today, if wasn't your thing, celebrate it. I
Yes.
celebrate stuff like that, like I celebrate someone losing 20 pounds. They're like,
Mhm.
Bo, I got up this morning and my joints wasn't hurting the way I usually do. And I just jumped out of bed. And I'm like, yes, whoa,
Yes.
you did it.
Yes. Mhm.
Because you have to celebrate those small moments. Those small moments are like smelling the roses in your
Mhm.
fitness journey. So when you
Yes.
celebrate your small moments, when you get to the big victories, then it's even better. But you've enjoyed the process. So many times people are just focused on the destination and not the
Mhm.
journey. And the
Mhm.
journey is where we learn about ourselves. The
Mhm.
journey is where we learn, like, oh man, like I didn't know I could push this hard. I
Mhm.
didn't know that I could be consistent 3 days in a row eating clean. If you eat
Yes.
3 days in a row eating clean, that is a victory.
That's
So
huge.
don't, that is huge. And then I have clients be like, I messed up today. I had a piece of cake. I'm like, okay. Did you get back
Mhm.
on? Okay.
Mhm.
I'm not that trainer unless I have a client that's training, like to fight, or, if they're an athlete, I'm like, okay, we have to eat clean. But
Mhm.
everyone else, I'm like, okay, you had a piece of cake. All
Yeah.
right. So keep going. Don't let that make you feel like you failed. You didn't fail. You just had a piece of cake. So, and I tell them if you're craving cake, there's a 21-minute rule. Go 21 minutes without eating it. And if you still want it after 21 minutes, eat it. If
Mhm.
you don't, just push it away. There is
Mhm.
a cravings, there's a 21-minute rule. And I apply that. I tell everyone to apply it. If you want it after 21 minutes, eat it. Because when you start depriving yourself, it's going to get to a moment to where you're going to indulge,
Yes.
overindulge,
Yes.
and you're going
Yes.
to binge eat. And that's
Yes.
something I don't want for people to use food as a crutch.
Mhm.
And I don't want food to have, like, sometimes food put people in a prison. There's a
Mhm.
prison that food has on people to where they're like, they either go total extreme. I'm doing a water fast for 5 days. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. Like, why? Because when you drink water and eat, you're going to gain that weight back. So why are you doing this? Unless
Uh-huh.
the doctor tell you to do something, do it. But, I'm not here to talk about diets.
Mhm.
But I feel like if you want some food, eat it. Just make healthy choices.
Mhm.
Get a turkey burger instead of a beef. And, there's so many ways you can still eat the way you want to eat, but just eating it in a healthier way.
Mm-hmm.
And that way you're not depriving yourself
Mm-hmm.
of things that you like. Food is good.
Mm-hmm.
Eat clean food, but food
Right.
is good. So don't let food have you as a prisoner.
Right.
Thinking that, and that's another thing I feel like people don't want to start their fitness journeys because I have to give this up. You always talk about what you're going to give up, but they never talk about what they're going to gain.
Yes. Yes.
What are
Yes.
you
You're gonna
gaining?
gain.
What are you
Correct.
going to gain
Yes.
from this? So yeah, that's celebrating
Yes.
small victories. Celebrate your victories all the way, and that will keep you on the path of your destination.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrate. Yes.
Yes, and I think that it's important to start where you are. Definitely celebrate those small victories, and even when it comes to diet and eating clean. Since you brought that up, I just wanted to touch on that. Look at one meal at a time, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
One meal
Mm-hmm.
at a time. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes that's the best place to start. For
Mm-hmm.
for my breakfast today, I'm going to make
Yes.
this choice. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and even a lot of times that we have the meal planning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do very well with prepping my meal, you know,
Mm-hmm.
prepping my meals for the whole week
Yeah.
because I don't like to eat the same thing every day.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's me. There's other people that do great with prepping
Mm-hmm.
their meals for the whole week. I get tired of eating the same thing. I'm gonna eat
Right.
the same thing. I might eat it twice, 2 days
Mm-hmm.
in a row, but I'm after
Mm-hmm.
the third day, I don't want that. I want something
I don't
different.
want that anymore.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But just look at one
Mm-hmm.
meal at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing with your fitness journey, whatever workout you're going to choose, whatever movement you decide,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
one day
Yes.
at a time.
One day
We
at a
have
time.
been talking about journey, and journey is about taking steps. We even talk
Exactly.
about baby steps. You don't have to take a leap.
Mm-hmm.
It's you don't
Right.
have to take a leap. You can
Mm-hmm.
just take one
Mm-hmm.
step, and you just keep
Mm-hmm.
moving, just keep stepping
Keep
forward,
going.
and
Mm-hmm.
you will get to where you need to go. So, Bo, as we're getting ready to come to an end, tomorrow we're going to have our community. So let's talk about the importance of community, of people, your squad,
Mm-hmm.
accountability, all of that
Mm-hmm.
as you embrace your fitness journey.
That is so important. And I don't think people really realize how important community is in the fitness journey. With all of my clients, even those that's personal training, and then I have group fitness, when they all come together, it's a sense of community. I am really big on that. If
Mm-hmm,
I make them like do a walk or jog,
mm-hmm,
you're not finished until the last person is finished. So you walk across the
mm-hmm.
finish line, you're like, yay. I'm like, no, not yay. Go back. You still have a team member out there. Because I never want anyone to feel like they're like you were saying in your race, the last person.
Right.
And then, I don't want people to feel that way. Or if I tell them to do 25 push-ups and it's a new person struggling, everybody already know now, okay, they're not finished. All right, I'm doing extra. We do it
Mm-hmm,
together. And that's encouragement. When you have people of like mind together, it kind of helps you in your journey. Doesn't kind of, it helps you in your journey to keep going. For your workout partner, you working out today? You ain't gonna be lazy today. Get up, put on your shoes. We're going to the park. We're going to walk.
right.
And that's what we need as a community to help keep us accountable
Mm-hmm.
with each other, hold us accountable. It's encouragement. It's fun. Things are always fun in a group. I mean, you
Yes.
have a
Yes.
goofball, you have a person that can't do a move right and they just dance in the middle of everything. I mean, it's fun. Those moments are fun. So
All
I'm
right.
excited about tomorrow. I'm excited about meeting your community. I'm all about
Yes.
community. If it's
Yes.
positive, I'm a
Mm-hmm.
part of it. I'm so excited for this invite. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
try to calm down tomorrow. I get real excited. But I'm gonna
Okay,
try to put my
we
calm
welcome.
my
Yeah,
calm
we
clothes
welcome
on.
the energy.
Oh,
Bring it
now I'm
on.
gonna tell you, yeah, it's gonna be a great energy. I have some of my clients coming of all different levels, fitness
Mm-hmm.
levels. So I have a game plan of whatever fitness level you're on, you follow a certain person so you
Mm-hmm.
don't feel frustrated if you can't do what the other people are doing. You work out at your level,
Mm-hmm.
and believe me, your level, you'll be sweating, you're gonna feel it. You don't have to do advanced stuff to feel the effects of workouts. You could do
Mm-hmm.
modifications and still have the same type of workout. So I'm
Yes.
excited. I'm really excited.
Yes. Yes. That time that I was training and was doing all of those half marathons, I was part of an online group, and this was
Mhm.
before Facebook. So this is a long
Oh.
time ago. But we would all get in the group and we would post what it is that we ate and whatever
Mhm.
workouts that we did. And
Mhm.
you did, for me, I didn't want to be that person that didn't, that,
They didn't do it.
scarf
Yeah.
down the whole Italian cream cake when
Girl, I love it
everybody else
too.
was watching their macros and they're making sure they got a good clean
Mhm.
protein and some good carbs. And sure, you could lie. Absolutely, you could lie. But if everybody, this was, it was about accountability. And
Exactly. Mhm.
and again, for me, I didn't want to be that person.
Mhm.
And I think that's what the value of community is
Yeah.
a level of accountability. When
Mhm.
you see that somebody is saying, oh, these are my goals and this is what I want to do,
Mhm.
and then you're like, but what, so what are you doing? And we're
Exactly.
supposed to be doing these walks. How come you didn't show up? What's going
Mhm.
on with you? And
Mhm.
it's the mindset that
Exactly.
you have, no person left behind.
Mhm.
No
No
person
person left
left
behind.
behind. I
Nope.
love that.
I do not
Love
play
that.
that. I have a quick story. One
Sure.
time, me and these other trainers, we did a fitness camp challenge. So it was
Mhm.
my team against their team. And
Mhm.
we won't talk about female and male trainers. That's a whole other situation. But as a female trainer, I feel like I was being challenged by these male trainers. And
Mhm.
that's what it was. So we had our groups. My group killed. I mean, we won every competition. The
Mhm.
last one was a group race, passing the baton. I can't think of it, relay race.
Mhm.
So my anchor legs, we blew them out the water. Their anchor leg guy was struggling running, and their
Mhm.
team started leaving. And the competition wasn't over. They just left their runner running, struggling.
Mhm.
And I'm serious, I cried. It was such a great moment.
Oh,
One of
wow.
my team members was like, "Faith and fitness, let's go." And
Mhm.
all of my team went and ran with the other team's runner across the finish line.
Mhm.
And they were like, no, no man left behind. So my team went and encouraged somebody else on the other team. And for
Mhm.
a trainer, that was such a great moment for me because that's what it's about. Even if
Mhm.
we're competing against somebody, there's no man left behind. If you see
Right.
someone struggling, we're in this together because I tell them, remember, you were at that point at one time.
Yes.
You were at that level. Remember
Mhm.
what that feels like. Even
Mhm.
though you're at your peak right now, remember you didn't start right there. So
Mhm.
that's what I always train with my clients. And community is so important for those reasons.
Mhm.
There's
Yes.
there's my sermon.
Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. So again, Miss Bow will be at our Effective Living Fitness Boot Camp happening tomorrow. And again, in case you weren't aware, the boot camp is tomorrow. At 8 a.m. We will be at the Great Trinity Forest Gateway Park. You can register at ricardomiller.com. Click on the events tab and you'll see fitness boot camp, and you get all the information and get registered there. The boot camp tomorrow, we're going to have fitness activities that you can do at your own pace. We're going to have many fitness workshops. We're going to also have some line dancing for some fun, and there will probably be some popcorn there as well. Just going to put that out there. And you will have the opportunity to connect with a group of like-minded people.
Mhm.
Who knows? You may be able to find you a new buddy that
Yes.
can help you
Yeah.
on your journey for where it is that
Mhm.
you're trying to go. The Effective Living community overall is a phenomenal group of people.
Mhm.
Because we're on our own journeys and we're all helping each other to get to where it is
Mhm.
that we want to be. This is the vision of Coach Ricardo Miller, who has more than 20 years of helping people to get to where it is they want to be, to maximize their potential. So I encourage you to connect with us, to stay connected with us, and come see us tomorrow. You'll get to see Beaux. I'll be there. And we have some other fitness instructors and some other great guests that will be joining us. Miss Beaux, as we close out, how can people connect with you online?
Online, I'm on Facebook and Instagram. Faith and Fitness, spelled with the set. Let me spell it out. 7AITH and 7ITNESS. Faith and Fitness. So just replace the sevens with, the F's with sevens. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. You can like, share, leave me a message, and I will get back with you.
All right. Phenomenal. I appreciate you joining us this morning, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in person.
I know.
Yes, guys, we're going to have fun. We are going to touch on fitness tomorrow. We're going to touch on fun tomorrow, and we're also going to touch on family with our community. So effective living is all about helping you take control of your life in all of these areas, the holistic person. So again, make sure that you come and join us, register at ricardomiller.com. Go on to the events tab. You'll see Fitness Bootcamp. We'll see you tomorrow morning, guys. Thank you, Beaux.
Bye. Thank you. Bye, guys.